You are now watching the most talked about TV show in your city. I'm LB Johnson.
And this is Buck Dangerous.
And this is Shut Up and Talk
TV times 2.
Buck, how you feeling?
Feeling great, man. We edited out all the debauchery.
Look. You gonna drop another one?
Yeah, I was about to cuss again.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all what, if you ever get the chance to check out the behind the scenes
Oh,
footage,
man.
it's hilarious.
Oh, my goodness.
Never a dull moment. Man, a lot going on. Or even last week we had a lot going on.
Yeah, man.
Buck, you had your Thursday night comedy show.
Oh,
now, we
boy.
talked about this a little bit on the show. I mean, you have comics from throughout the city that come.
Yeah.
They step up to bat, man, and basically just, I like the atmosphere of your Thursday night shows because it literally is like, man, it's the raw, perfect place to really test out and find out if you really are a comedian.
Right.
That's how I feel about it.
Right, and actually, you know, it's not just comedians in the city. It's comedians that come through the city.
This is true,
You know,
yeah.
We've had, shout out to the homie Jamie Brooks. He came in from LA, he hit me. Could he get on? He hopped on it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Smitty. Smitty came in from Atlanta
that's true,
a couple of months ago. So I want to shout out also Luis. Luis just put up a post. He's like, man, this is the proving ground for Albuquerque comedians now. And it's not because of anything that we do.
Yeah.
It's what that crowd do, man.
The crowd,
that crowd don't play.
If you guys have ever watched, if you remember old school Apollo.
Yes.
If you remember that crowd where at Apollo, man, you had about 15 seconds to get a joke off.
That's
If
it.
you didn't make them laugh within your first 15 seconds, once they started booing, bro, it was contagious.
Yes, it was.
One person then just start flowing and go.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to get a little premise. When Buck starts the show, he lets everybody know, hey, if you ain't feeling a comic, we ain't giving out no nice, this ain't your grandma.
No.
We ain't going to do no American Idol. Oh, you're good.
Participation claps.
Yeah, man, look, if you suck, he let the audience know. If you ain't feeling them, boo them.
Yeah.
That's all Buck says.
That's it.
Now, mind you, it was a good night. It started off good.
Right. Shout out to Joaquin Lou.
Yeah, Joaquin, man,
he
started off. He had chuckling.
Yeah.
Then it kind of just progressively got better and better.
Man, shout out to the homie Zach Abeda.
Yeah,
man.
Zach,
if y'all have not seen Zach Abeda, he is going throughout the Southwest region with his comedy. Y'all go support that man. His show is actually at Canteen Brewery.
And
it's going to be November the 30th. So go check him out that Saturday night. It's not too many people that I plug on our show, but I'm plugging Zach's show.
So literally, it started off and everybody was getting better. You know, it was a good night. Everybody doing good, man. And then we got a doozy. When I say a doozy, literally, and it's weird because this particular, and I'm gonna put you on blast.
Hey,
Jamar Hall.
Jamar Hall, that's the homie.
Jamar has been on the. He had been at your Thursday nights before. Yeah. Funny comedian, he's done his thing. But tonight, I guess, just wasn't his night. He got up there, man, and he just started fumbling. And he couldn't get his jokes out.
Yeah.
And then he messed up the first time. And he pointed out to the audience.
Yeah.
Then he was trying to do another one. Didn't quite get that one out. And then out of nowhere, while he's talking, all you hear on the right-hand side is funny because there's actually footage of this. If you go to Buck's page, you'll see the footage. You hear a boo.
Yeah.
And
actually, you know what? No, it started behind the camera.
Someone
booed behind the camera, and then it started off to the right and went around the room.
It got contagious, and they literally booed him up out of there to the point, and honest to God, as a comedian, this was something you never want to plead with your audience, but he literally said, I just got one more joke.
One more joke. 30 seconds. And the 30 seconds was like the other 8 minutes.
But then he went on, and he got off the stage, and then another one came up to bat, and Mama Bird is a good comedian. She won
the $250 competition that we had.
In the past, and honestly, I gotta say, I think that might have had her a little cockier than usual, or feeling herself some way, because she got up there.
No two crowds are the same.
They wasn't feeling her either, man, and the boo started again. And man, they went off, and she was another. And as a comedian, to me, just as a fan of comedy, the worst thing you do is plead with your audience. Like, I'd rather you cuss them out and get off the stage.
Right.
But no, let me just say this one joke. Then she was like, and I thought she was going to come back, but she was like, nah, you ain't about to boo me off. I was like, okay. Yeah. She biting back, but she didn't have it. The jokes just wasn't funny. And
like I said that night, in order to be a good comedian, you got to read your crowd.
Yeah.
And she was illiterate as hell that night, LB. I don't know what it was,
and
man.
It's funny you say read, because then after the fact, once she was done, Buck got back up there, and when she walked up, when she got booed off the stage, she left her notepad on the table I was sitting at, and I happened to glance over, as I sometimes do, and she literally had, I guess she had her bit in different languages.
Yes.
Like, it was like in French and
Maltese.
and Ebonics and Latino. It's like everything. It's
no, it wasn't even Hispanic. It was languages nobody knew. So you have to go through all that to get to the English part.
And I guess she was planning on doing a multicultural joke. I don't know, but
me being on the spot, I saw the joke book sitting next to me. I took it up there and said, maybe I can deliver your joke.
Yeah. You tried.
They booed me, man. They booed me when I tried to tell her joke.
Booed them for trying. Leave them jokes where they at.
Yeah, man. It's a great night, man. I'm telling you guys. Anybody? I want to shout out to all the comedians. Let me do this again. Joaquin Luna, Zach Abeda, Jamar Hall, Mama Bird, Ian Todd Jamerson. I think that was it.
No, you wouldn't know that one.
Also, Edward Alderetti. He's new on the scene. I love Edward. And shout out to the homie Jamie Brooks. If you guys, on every third Thursday, come down to Nexus Silver Tap Room. We have a ball. It's free. You got that on you at all times. You got free 99 in your pocket right now, so you can come anytime. It's a great time.
The one thing I love about it, man, and here's the thing, if you are a comedian, you're interested, or you're thinking about coming, don't get nervous, don't get scared.
No.
Don't think, I'm gonna get booed. If you really think you got it, if you really call yourself a comedian, this is the perfect ground to test that out. I gotta shout out Joaquin, because Joaquin actually, he inboxed, he didn't shout it out, whatever. And he was even saying, he said he coming back.
Yeah, he said, man, that room is savage.
Yeah.
I've never been through nothing like that, but I'm coming back.
It didn't scare him. It got him more excited. And he said, I got to bring my real material. That's what he said.
And I got to say this, too. For those comedians, I've seen the little smattering of, it's just Buck and LB's people. They're coming to boo. No, we don't know these people. Look, the room is packed. We may know 25% of the room. 75% of the people, never seen them before. Because I always ask, has anybody, if this is your first time? And everybody says it.
Every third Thursday, it's a new crowd, pretty much. Just a couple fans that, come every Thursday. But for the most part, man, I love it because it's a true comedy crowd. They're looking for the funny. You funny, they're going to crack up. If you're not, they're going to boo you, bruh.
Before we go to break, though, this next segment, we going to show y'all how we brought it down to Subway on 4th and Central last Saturday, right?
Yes, last Saturday it went down.
We was in there slanging our sandwiches, Buck D's Meats.
And LB's Ooh Wee. It was the official launch of our sandwiches.
Yes.
So a lot of people came out. Thank you for everybody who came out.
Yes.
But you get to see some of the footage, man, of us actually going to work. We'll take a break. When we come back,
y'all see us putting in work.
Eating fresh at Subway. Ill style.
That we have here, but it sure is funky. Okay, I don't know what it is about this groove that's here making us move, but it sure is funky. I think it's time.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that could happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all, or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, #life change will occur.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a #1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Hey everyone, Adam Deal here with ProView Networks. Extreme Clean is a proud sponsor and supporter of ProView Networks and all high school sports athletics. Owner Mike McLean and Extreme Clean specialize in carpet cleaning for apartment, realty, business, and residential clients. With over 20 years experience, attention to detail and quality customer service matters. For more information, give them a call, 505-221-6440, Extreme Clean.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Is this my car?
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments,
This is ridiculous!
there's one of these.
Is this my car? What? This is ridiculous.
This can't be happening!
This can't be happening.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Shut up.
Shut up!
That's why State Farm is there, with car insurance for when things go wrong, but also here with car loans to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Marty Size or Michelle Rudolph in Albuquerque today.
I would, man. So they do both.
You see me working, man. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah.
Put his name on one, and then his name on the other.
We made them on the fly.
Did you hear me throw in the butter sandwich?
Oh, yeah. We forgot the butter sandwich.
You forgot the butter sandwich.
And the peanut butter and syrup, bro. That's it. What up, y'all? Appreciate it. Look, man, I used to be able to shake everybody's hands, but let's give you nothing. What's your man? What's your boy? What's your name, man? Brandon.
He look like he want a sandwich, man. I'm hungry. Yeah, he look like he ready to eat up something.
Oh, are you doing the mangoes? Yeah. Oh, that's dope. Man, that's big. That's what's up, bro? Look, man, look. Hey, y'all too big to be having bullies, man. Just start saying, man.
I'm on your
Look, call the gorillas and
So Melinda, be honest, how do you feel about working with LB Johnson and Buck Dangerous behind the counter with you?
They're awesome. Really good workers. Awesome.
Yeah? Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay. You can say if they're not. You can tell us.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. What sandwich would you like?
LB's wee.
Oh, yeah.
I want Bucky's meats.
I love it. All right. Hey, all right. Let's try cutting this.
And now they are officially making those sandwiches. Buck D's gonna cut himself over there. I should say LB. You still have that bandage on you?
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Open it up.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, thank you.
We need some more tomatoes online.
I want one of these footballs.
Some more tomatoes online. Look at it. We already seen the problem.
Come on down and get a sandwich. There's two sandwiches. There's one called the ooh-wee.
Yeah.
That's LB sandwich, and there's another sandwich called Robert Gipson sandwich. I'm going to give you what they may know it by. This is the last time you'll hear me say it. It's called Buck D's Meats. But the Robert Gipson sandwich is supporting two great charities, Sowing in the Good Soil. Also, you're...
All right.
All right, ready? All right, let me spin with it. Hey. Woo! This boy's bad. Hey. I ain't ready for all that, man. I ain't ready. Man, elbow. I'm about to say, welcome to Subway. Thank you for coming. How y'all doing? Good. They gotta catch it up. We got a line. We're gonna let y'all know.
Oh no, you guys gotta get over here.
How can we help you? Look, she's a little more
All right, so talk about y'all's experiences today.
Look, man, all that work, making sandwiches.
I ain't been slanging these Buck D's meats all day.
Man, it's a whole lot of ooh-wee going around right now.
Getting Buck D's meats in and out the door.
Look, man, look. It's one thing I like about the people that come to Subway and that also rock with us is they enjoy good meats.
Yes, they do.
Whether
Yes,
it's
they
bacon
do.
and chicken or bacon, chicken, and steak.
Yes,
it's amazing, man. You
Hey,
know?
no, in all seriousness, man, we've been down here shooting for a couple hours now, and we, if you can see, it's still a lot of people coming in. Both of our charities are doing great today.
Yeah, they really are, man. Got to shout out all the people that came out and support us. Got to shout out the Subway workers. We just coming for a couple hours, man. It is not easy to do this job.
No, it's not.
Especially
Look,
when
I'm
you're
still
busy.
sweating, bro.
Yeah, man. Look, I got the visor on so they don't drip down. Because don't nobody want no sweat in their meats. But nah, man, much respect to them. Shout out to Living Water Miracle Center. That's a charity that I'm doing this for.
And mine is Fathers Building Futures.
Yes.
So, hey, like I said, man, we've been doing a great job. Not just, I'm not going to say we. Oh, they shoot. They shoot.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus, take the wheel. Oh, sorry.
No, I think that was my baby mama because she been giving me new source of income.
I'm gonna need 5%.
No, but like I was saying, it's people are coming up to us and they're thanking us, but it's not even us. It's everybody that's coming in and supporting the charities, supporting Shut Up and Talk, and also supporting Subway.
But this, check it out. If you didn't make it down here today, if you're not able to come today, this will be going on all the way throughout the end of the year.
Yes.
So you can still come out, buy LB's Ooey
or Buck D's meats.
And proceeds will still go to help the local charities that we've chosen.
Yes.
So don't think because you didn't come today that you can't come later. Come on down any day. You're on your lunch break, dinner, baby mama tripping, you need a sandwich, brothers.
And you'll never know. We might be in here working. So,
ladies, baby daddy tripping, he ain't gave you no meat. Come get some of our meat.
Buck D's meats.
Our LB's Ooey. I'm telling you, it's hot, baby.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that could happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, #life change will occur.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Hey everyone, Adam Deal here with ProView Networks. Extreme Clean is a proud sponsor and supporter of ProView Networks and all high school sports athletics. Owner Mike McLean and Extreme Clean specialize in carpet cleaning for apartment, realty, business, and residential clients. With over 20 years experience, attention to detail and quality customer service matters. For more information, give them a call, 505-221-6440, Extreme Clean.
Sadie's is a proud supporter of New Mexico high school sports and athletics, and we here at ProView Networks would like to thank Sadie's for their continued support in helping us bring you all of your New Mexico high school sports coverage.
Is this my car?
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments,
This is ridiculous!
there's one of these.
Is this my car? What? This is ridiculous.
This can't be happening!
This can't be happening.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Shut up.
Shut up!
That's why State Farm is there, with car insurance for when things go wrong, but also here with car loans to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Marty Size or Michelle Rudolph in Albuquerque today.
Car Crafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst?
Nutritional. It's called Chickaboo Pie for the dum-dums. You can nibble on it if you want some. My, Chickaboo Pie. My Chickaboo Pie. Yeah. Oh, I love my Chickaboo Pie. Oh, I love my Chickaboo Pie. My Chickaboo Pie. Oh, my Chickaboo Pie.
As y'all can see, man, we was in there slanging them sandwiches,
man, look,
bro.
Hey, we had so much fun. Shout out to Barbara and everybody at Subway, all of our coworkers, for coming through, helping us, man. It got busy in here, got brunch. I got a hats off to them that do it daily.
Bro.
You know, we stepped in there for a couple hours, and it definitely was some good work.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, thank you to everybody that came through, man, and rocked with us.
Yes.
That tried the sandwiches or whatever and ordered the LB's Ooh Wee.
And Buck D's meats.
Thank you. For y'all that didn't make it out, it's going on all the way to the end of the year.
Yeah.
You can still go out and support two great local charities. Proceeds, a percentage of proceeds from my sandwich will go to Living Water Miracle Center and Buck.
Fathers Building Futures.
Yes, so man, make sure you go out, buy a sandwich, LB's Ooh Wee or Buck D's Meats.
Yes.
And I like what a lot of people are doing. They'll say, man, give me one of each.
Give me one of each. So what they were doing was they were getting 6 inches of both and just making it foot long.
Yeah, now
shout out to Erica Smith. She got about 6 foot long.
She got a lot of foot long.
I don't know what she did when she got to the house with them, but
needless to say, I think she really enjoys the meats.
She loves the meats, man.
Yeah. Hey.
I don't know. Hey, look.
We're not here to judge.
No, not at all. It's all going for a good cause.
Now let's kind of change gears a little bit. Everybody knows and has heard by now about what's going on with T.I. and his daughter. A statement was released because, not statement actually, T.I. went on a podcast. They asked him about his daughter and the upbringing.
Yeah.
And what was allegedly said was that T.I. was saying that he makes the yearly appointments for his daughter, who is still a virgin at age 18.
Right.
He says literally he tells the doctor to check her hymen.
To make sure the hymen's not broken and all that good stuff. This
was allegedly what was broadcast, and it went viral, and you had everybody from celebrities to doctors coming forward and saying how he's ruining his daughter's life and all this.
He's controlling her, and she should have privacy, and she's 18, and all of this.
Then it even came out that they were saying, oh, well, did you see his daughter responded? And she never responded. She actually liked a couple of the comments that some of girls hopped on her page saying. So they thought that meant, oh, yeah, she definitely is mad at her dad. T.I. never responded to it. She never responded to it till today.
Right.
Today, T.I. went on Jada Pinkett Smith's a show, Red Table Talk, with Tiny and his daughter.
No, the daughter wasn't there. It was just with Tiny.
But he finally explained and broke down exactly what happened. Here's an excerpt, of the interview. Make sure you check out the full interview. But here's an excerpt of the interview, and T.I. breaking down exactly what he actually did say and didn't say, and how his daughter felt about it.
Let me go set this record straight. I never said I was in any exam room. That is an assumption.
Right.
That is a falsity.
Got it.
I never said that it was being done present day.
Right.
As an 18-year-old.
You know, 'cause she was 15 and 16 years old at the time.
And I never said that her mother wasn't present.
Right.
Her mom was present every
went
time.
Together.
Right.
You know, he was just, you know, most fathers don't go, but he was just present.
Right.
Yeah.
And he didn't make the doctor's appointment.
No,
it was already, appointment.
And all of these things, all of this narrative, this false narrative has just been sensationalized.
So at the time, her mother welcomed your presence, and your daughter did too?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that was never any objection.
Right.
She did have a problem with me talking about it, however.
Right.
I want to know, what is the purpose and place of a father in this society? Because a father like myself who wants to be as involved and as attentive as possible, we could draw the conclusion of we just donate sperm and come pay for things, and we don't really have no say-so in how things are handled.
No, that's not true. I don't think that's the case at all. And I don't think anybody has a problem with you being involved in that. I think it was more like, that's so very personal.
I don't think anybody has a problem with you protecting your daughter.
No.
That's not the issue.
It's the hymen that they
It's
want.
the hymen. The idea that people thought you were trying to control your daughter's virginity versus, no, because that's very different.
I have a question.
Okay, ask it.
Okay, first of all, the word control is very
But you know that's what it sounds like.
I know, but in order to guide or direct, you must have a certain level of control of anything.
Okay, so how do you want us to understand your level of control in which you were speaking of?
Well, I think that in the age or the time where our women, black women, are the most unprotected, unattended, disregarded women on the planet. I'm being criticized because I'm willing to go above and beyond to protect mine.
Right.
When she turned 18, I don't have control of anything.
Right.
It's on you. You go. You know what I mean? Run, fly, be yourself. Now, getting her there, especially in a day where there's so much input, so many other perspectives thrown at children, like, you know, from YouTube to Instagram, like the concept of love, beauty, life, sex, all of those things, those lines are being blurred every second.
Right.
So there has to be someone there to clarify what is acceptable, what is unacceptable. Believe that I put moral standards, principles, and greatness in all of my children.
Right.
But until they learn how to unlock it and use those powers for themselves, there has to be harness.
Man,
look,
perfect.
Yes,
Perfect.
yes. First of all,
Perfect.
I'm glad. First of all, I got hats off to T.I. for how he handled this whole situation. It would have been real easy for him to go on one of his social media platforms and just kind of, shoot back at everybody.
Ranting.
With all the alleged stuff and all the lies that were out there. He waited. He went to somewhere he could trust, where he knew it wouldn't be misconstrued or they wouldn't edit it wrong. And first things first, he let it be known that he was taught when she was 15 and 16.
Right.
That he went to appointments with her, that the daughter and mom were with him and okay with him going.
And he was not in the room, and he didn't have his head all up in the legs.
Yeah, there was no such thing as a hymen check. That was a joke.
Right.
He was playing. He was kidding. But I like what he touched on when he said, where is the place in today's society as a father? Is it just a sperm donor and pay for everything?
Right.
Or where does a father fit in?
Right.
And to me, and we talked about this, the minute it came out, I understood where someone was like, oh, he's, that's wrong. He's invading her space for talking about it. Yeah, but the idea that you have a 15, 16-year-old daughter that, like you said, they don't know. They're still young and dumb and trying to understand things. So when they're given information, a lot of times they don't know exactly what's going on. They don't know how to use it.
Right.
And I think as parents, that's what we're supposed to do.
Well, here's my thing. I'm glad that he did say where he was wrong, but he also took it to being a father. This is the part that I agree with, and this is what happens in society, that, it's okay for a father to learn on the fly.
Yeah.
And you can't be having people, when I say people, there should not be women trying to tell men how to be a father, especially if he means well. We always get told about black men, we're not fathers, we're not in our kids' life. Here we have a black man who is in his daughter's life, to the extent where a lot of good fathers aren't. And we have an issue with it. It's not control. Here's the thing. When you're a kid, you're a kid.
Yeah.
You're under my roof. It's funny because we grew up on that. Nowadays, people are saying you're controlling your child.
Yeah.
What?
Well, and here's the reality, bottom line, pure point blank, is in today's society, women, and young and older alike, are not used to fathers being in relationships.
There you go.
They're not used to fathers being there with their kids.
So now
it's easy for them to say
this
stuff.
Is weird. This is some weird
look,
stuff.
We're going over time, but we talk this all night.
Yeah, man.
But we won't. On that note, man, we got to get up out of here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and rocking with us, man. Same time, same place, different subjects.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and if y'all want to keep this conversation going, man, right now, let's go to the page.
Yes.
Let's talk about it, man.
Yes,
Watch
we have it on
party
there.
continues.
Y'all hear it?
Hairstyle, take us out of here.
Ain't a problem that I can't fix. Problem that I can't fix. And a problem that I can't fix. Why not? Cause I do it in the mix. And if your man gets in trouble, you bounce on the double and come to the spot, girlfriend, so we can bubble. Me and you one-on-one with the music. Play the hot shit.